Your mom and your girlfriend get better seats this week down here at home.
Yeah, they'll definitely have some better seats in this game.
What's this week been like for you? Not knowing if you're going to play or not, but practicing with the ones. What's that been like?
Yeah, I think it's been a normal week for me. It's pretty similar to last week, getting all the reps. Just getting the game plan in, preparing like I'm going to be playing, and then obviously plan is for Aaron to be back Saturday, so he'll be going. And but for me, it's the same. I'm still playing the whole week, and then I'll be ready for whatever happens.
Is it a little weird though? You're doing everything to be the. I know you always prepare to be the starter, but it's. I would think the preparation is different than it would be in 3 weeks ago, just as far as you're taking all the number one reps and all that. So is it weird doing everything to be the starter and then you don't know, or you assume you're not going to be?
That's just the situation we're in right now. Obviously, it's a weird one, but that's just the situation we're in. It's really good for me though, being able to get those reps during practice. But yeah.
Jordan, when you reviewed the film of the Kansas City game with your coaches, like what did you like best about what you saw of yourself, and then maybe what was kind of your biggest regret as you reviewed the performance?
I think we were able to move the ball pretty well. I thought we played good as a whole. The only down part I thought was third down. Not being able to handle those pressures and get the ball off and get to a good play. Better than what I was doing out there, and just giving those guys a better chance to go and compete on those one-on-one balls. It's definitely a learning moment for me, and I'm going to take a lot from it and got to review it, and just shows me that you got to have a little bit of a better plan going into it, and when the plan isn't going as well, got to have those in-game adjustments ready. So,
in terms of planning for the Seahawks as a room as a whole, do you guys feel you were able to accomplish just as much as you would have been able to if Aaron was here? Hackett was telling us that it felt like Aaron was in his pocket all week, but was he still pretty active in trying to get everything done?
Oh yeah, Aaron's been in meetings all week, been in Zoom, so it felt a lot more normal than last week. Felt like he was here, obviously just not having him in practice and whatnot, but it felt pretty normal this week.
Jordan, when you were just moving the ball down the field, it felt like you got into a really good rhythm, like you said, on first and second down. How do you keep a rhythm even when you're behind the sticks or third and medium or whatever? How do you maybe force that rhythm to make it so the drive keeps going?
It just comes down to executing. To be able to stay on the field, you just got to execute those third downs. Whatever the situation is, third and short, third and long, you just got to be able to execute it. I thought we had a good plan in place, and it just came down to execution, and that's where I lacked in that area. So,
How much communication have you had with Aaron this week, just in terms of how he's doing, to give yourself a better idea of what to be prepared to do or not do this weekend?
I think we've had good communication. Like I said, he's been in meetings all week, so we've been talking all week. But the game plan's been that he'll be back Saturday and rolling from there. So,
Jordan, so many of your coaches, teammates, even people that watched you play were so complimentary of the way you stood in there with all the pressure. Took hits, were poised in there. Was that among some of the most pressure you've ever faced in a game? And if not, where did you get that just ability to be able to perform under those circumstances?
Yeah, it's definitely up there in terms of how much pressure I've gotten in a game. But it just comes down to being able to play the game, and facing all out, you're going to get hit. You just have to try and buy as much time as you can to get the ball off, so you're going to get hit. But it just comes down to playing the game.
Were you sore?
Yeah, I was definitely really sore after the game.
From the physical pressure to then the mental pressure, everybody talks about your mental fortitude. How do you check yourself in game and kind of reset?
I think coming to the sideline, that's just being able to sit down, look at the iPad, reflect on the plays, see what the defense is bringing. I just get in my head a little bit during that time and just tell myself to, relax, breathe, and, kind of reset. And, whatever happened in the last drive, just learn from it, but flush it and go out there and handle the next drive.
As a quarterback in those situations, when you're seeing a gap blitz come and clog your vision, if your vision goes away, what's the first thing that you kind of revert to that you're going to get the ball off?
Can you repeat that?
So when you're seeing blitzes come in kind of cloud your vision. If your vision is, blocked by 6'5" defensive linemen or whatever, what's the first thing you go to? What's the first kind of mental check where you can get the ball off?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, facing all out, someone's going to be free. So you kind of have to know where that's going to be at. You can't really look at the rush when that's happening. So you got to be able to see what's going on downfield. So, I'm not really looking at the rush or anybody getting through the gaps at that time. I'm just trying to see what's going on downfield and, like I said, buy as much time and get the ball off.
On McAfee on Tuesday, talking about you, Rodgers said, I think there's a lot of really good things to build on, and I think they should give him confidence moving forward. Do you agree with that, and what are some of those confidence-building takeaways that you took from that game?
Yeah, I mean, just being able to complete passes, move the ball, just being able to be out there and play, see that you can go out there and execute at a high level. Obviously, there's a lot of things to clean up, a lot of things to learn from, but it definitely does give you confidence just being able to go out there and play. I also got a lot of takeaways of what I clean up. Footwork got a little shaky on some plays, and you don't really see that until you watch it back on film and see, some of the left-right balls I was throwing, I was falling off, and just some things I clean up.
You had that stretch in the fourth quarter where you had the long streak of completions. What did it feel different? What do you think clicked for you during that stretch that was different than the first three quarters?
I just think the way we were moving the ball on that stretch gave us a lot of confidence. I was getting the ball out, getting it to the receivers, and they're making plays out there. And it wasn't stagnant. I think there was even if there was a negative play, we were able to overcome that and, finish that last drive. And I don't know how many third downs we converted, but we had a fourth down right there that we converted. So, I mean, that right there gives you confidence that, you got to go finish this drive. And, our backs were against a wall right there in that situation. So it's like we got to go make a play right here. Got to go help our defense out, put the ball in the end zone. So.
Chris Barnes told us yesterday when he was in here, I wish we would have gotten the ball back for one more drive because I feel confident what he would have done, meaning you. Did you feel like you could have, you had that drive, and then if you get another shot, what do you think would have happened?
Who knows? But I think, the way we rolled on that last drive, we had a lot of confidence right there, and we kind of were settling into a plan of what we were going to do. And, I definitely think if we would have got the ball back, we would have made the most of it. But that's the game right there. You never know if you're going to get another chance. So, you just got to be able to execute sooner.
I know chemistry doesn't just happen overnight, but just from taking all the reps at practice in the past week, have you seen that chemistry with some of the receivers like Devontae Rowe? What's that process been like?
Yeah, definitely. I think just getting those reps and being out there with them, it's definitely helped me and helped others, build a better chemistry and just know what we're going to be doing on some routes and what kind of the moves they're going to be making off the line. It's obviously something that just takes time and takes reps. I think it grew this week.
Hey, Jordan, I know.
Sunday. What do you see from Seattle?
Can you repeat that?
Let's assume you are in there Sunday. What do you see from the Seattle defense?
Yeah, I mean, they're a good defense. They try to play deep, so, I think it's a game that, we're going to be able to get a lot of completions. Check downs, they're going to have to be huge for us this week. But, I mean, they're a good defense, but I think, we have a really good plan this week, and we're going to be able to handle business against them.
Hey, Jordan,
Last one.
I know losing sucks, and I know you would have liked to play better than you did, but did it feel nice to be sore? Did it feel nice? Did you have fun? Like, after everything you sat through last year and, not getting to even play at all, like, was it fun? Did you have a good time getting out there again?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, it was awesome being out there. I had a blast. Obviously, it's a lot different when you're playing than sitting on the sideline. That's what we all as players want to be doing. So, I was living the dream right there. But as you say, it was very disappointing to the way we finished. It'd feel a lot better if we got a win. But, I had a good time out there.